in very simple terms,
So
why were the responses different? That's all I want. That's all I want. Just in one sentence. Just in one sentence.
Of course I can.
Why were the responses different? Go ahead, sir.
It's fantastic. So, like yourself as well, it's quite complex. It can't be simple. Hope we can agree with that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a topic.
Oh, to me, it is very simple, right? We have a group of good people who prayed more, and on the other side, we have a group of dumb thugs that have no clue what the fuck is going on in this country.
Right. Okay. So, the thing I've just noticed as well is it's quite clever that you didn't answer the question about racial bias, which would lead on to something else. But can you answer that for me before we carry on? So I'll ask it again for you.
Bro, stop. Is something wrong with you?
No, you're not. I'll just get to it. You said, what's the difference?
Once again, I want you to answer the question. Why was it different?
Because
okay, if you don't want to answer, that's fine. I can get somebody else up here. It's no big deal.
One person understood about differences. Yes, say for instance, racial bias, occupational recruitment, and the other person was conducted of unfortunate death. It could have been anybody. And one person started the movement globally, worldwide, like the UK, and one person be remembered for spreading hate, not understanding culture and differences. That's the difference. So Charlie Kirk did not understand occupational recruitment, like you don't as well. Please look it up. And secondly, George Floyd was unfortunately unalive with narcotics in the system. Two different things. The difference is one understood probably about culture and differences and was an act of police brutality, and the other one didn't have a clue about occupational recruitment and preached hate, because if you don't understand something and give misinformation, you spread hate. Like you don't understand it either.
What was the most hateful thing that came out of his mouth?
Okay, so I'll explain to you occupational recruitment.
Just once again, I'm asking you very directly, and whenever you talk again, I don't want to hear your bullshit. I want an exact quote, word for word.
You can do it together if you want to.
Hold up.
You can do it together.
Hello? Quote the worst thing to come out of his mouth. Go.
Lack of understanding when it comes to recruitment.
I'm so sorry. I want a quote.
1 minute. I have to get word for word. 2 minutes to get something up for you. What source am I allowed to use before you start saying this rubbish?
How about just pull up a video with his words?
Okay, so shall we go with occupational recruitment? 2 seconds. So let's start with the easy one, because you can look it up for yourself. This is a matter of opinion.
Why would I have to look it up when you're playing it?
I didn't say
and I mean this with all due respect. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm just making a point. I'm just trying to educate you.
If I were to call whoever you're closest with, whether it's a family member, a coworker, or a friend,
allies, yeah.
How would they describe you in 3 words?
Ambitious, articulate, and driven.
And what's the worst thing about you?
Worst thing about me?
Yeah. Does anybody call you annoying?
Well, I don't understand something. Yeah, my son does that. I'll get you one quote. Let's not deter too much, because I think probably ADHD you might have as well, which is fine. You're jumping all over the place. Have you got ADHD? Don't be too rude.
Wait, what are you saying?
Have you got ADHD? Because you're all over the place.
I still have no clue what the fuck you're saying. I'm so sorry.
I said, do you know what ADHD is?
No, what is it?
Okay, so something else to look up for yourself. Okay. Charlie Kirk.
Why aren't you playing the video?
I didn't say video. You said video. You said quote. You're not listening.
No. Once again. What? No. What I said. Stop. What I said was, instead of you reading something made up, I want to hear his voice.
Oh, so you want to put the
Hold on. I want to hear his voice in the most hateful sentence to come out of his mouth.
Oh, you changed the narrative. That's interesting.
I'm so sorry. You're the one that said he said hateful things, correct?
No, you said that. I say you didn't understand the occupational recruitment. Then you twist it. We're not listening. And I asked you, and you didn't give me an answer what it is.
Did Charlie Kirk say hateful things, yes or no?
I believe he had lack of understanding when it comes to culture.
Okay, no problem. So play me the number one example of what you're talking about.
What did I just say a minute ago?
Wait, what?
What did I just say a minute ago? You're not listening.
Okay. Do you have a clip ready? Yes or no?
No, because not what I'm going
Okay,
with.
very good. When you have a clip ready, come back. Just say, Dave, the moron from the UK is here, and I'll bring you right back up.
Listening is
Okay?
key, my friend. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good one,
You
bro.
two, take it easy.
Holy hell. Glamour. Why'd you drop? What happened? No, I have no clue. Just tell me when to mute. I can mute. All right. Glamour, you're fine, love. Blueberries, what do you got? All right, you're not connecting. You're fine, love. Drive away. Fabian,
Hello,
how are you?
how we doing? I'm
I'm
good, and you?
fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate it.
All right. What brings you up?
Nah, I just want to say, I mean, I'm all for what you got going on. I voted Trump and everything like that, and it's really an interesting difference from Charlie Kirk versus George Floyd, and you could just see. I mean, it's self-explanatory. You don't even got to say stereotype. You don't got to say nothing. You don't even got to talk about slave. You don't got to talk about a system that black people try and say they fall victim to and bring that victim mentality on themselves or nothing like that. It is. I mean, it goes to show for itself. Look at how people that on the Charlie Kirk side, how they, you know what I'm saying, and then George Floyd, look, they riot, burning stuff, you know what I'm saying, tearing to the ground.
Are you a black man in America?
I am black.
Okay. And
I'm I'm
why? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
I'm black. I'm half black. I'm half Mexican, and I have a tia or auntie of mine that is illegal.
Why is it that a lot of black people that come up here, they kind of say the exact opposite of you? Why do you think that is?
Because they want that or not. I was talking to one of my homeboys that's white actually in the gym, and he told me, which I agreed with him. He said black people they want the victim mentality, and I told him straight up. I said black people need the victim mentality. They need the victim mentality, and they need this idea that white people are so much against them just so that they have um, an excuse in life when really there's nothing black people can do that white people can't do, and there's nothing white people can do that black people can't do at all. There's no one right now that probably that I know anybody that has ever called a white person master or been whipped or anything, been through any of the stuff that they try and keep on bringing up from the past. They need that excuse and they need the playing field to not be leveled, even though it is, just so they can act out and do what they want to do, which is in self destruction, just so they can have an excuse in that victim mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Well, most black people that come up here, if they're sitting up here with you, they would call you a coon and
That's all
say
fine.
that you're tap dancing for the white folk.
Right, right.
Have you
Well, I
experienced
mean,
that on this app? And I mean that sincerely.
I no, 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 for sure. Yeah, no, I definitely have too. And I mean, it's 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 interesting because being half black, my biological father's black, right? So, I mean, one of the main experiences that I've been through that a lot of people talk about that is a kind of controversial topic in the black community is a fatherless home. I don't know my biological father since I was 4 years old. Typical black American dad thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's not something that I'm just talking about that I know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, people are going to keep on trying to call me coon or call me pick me or whatever you want to call it. I have a mind of my own, and I'm not going to, just because my skin color darker than a white man doesn't mean I'm going to succumb to the idiotic, brainless, stereotypical, you know what I'm saying, thinking of a regular black person just because I'm black. It's not happening.
I appreciate you. And the one thing I
Yeah.
will say is any black person that comes up here with your thought process, every single one of them, every fucking last one of them voted for Trump.
Yep.
And that
No,
is
for
one
sure.
consistent thing that happens in here. I'm going to bring two people up and we'll see what they have to add. Liberated.
Hi, baby daddy.
How are you, love?
I'm good. You know what? I want to piggyback off of what you and Fabian were talking about. So, I'm biracial as well. My father's black, my mother's white. On this app, I have seen some of the most disgusting prompts. And I've screenshotted them because people probably wouldn't believe me. But I hate to say this. In my life, in my real life, I'm not seeing this. On this app, black people are by far the most racist people I have encountered on this app.
Yep.
I saw a prompt the other day that said, it was a picture of the girl that was unalived on the train. And it said she deserved it. She shouldn't have been on American soil. He's mentally ill. He needs help. Then I've seen prompts with Carmelo Anthony wearing a crown. And then when I question why that is, they say, oh, well, that's why Austin Metcalf's 6 feet under and he's breathing, or he's not breathing and he's rotting in dirt. I mean, you guys cannot tell me that those prompts are not racially motivated.
They definitely are. And in addition to that, they try and say, I mean, just like the prompt right here, George Floyd, they try to fight justice for that. When he already had a criminal history and he was off of drugs. So and no one want to talk about what he was really there for, but they want to talk about, the cop unalived him, you know what I'm saying, and all that other stuff, because it's a self-victim mentality that they honestly.
No, that's and it's just right in your face, right? But those people that run these prompts will fight tooth and nail and say every other reason why they made that prompt other than you guys, honestly, and I'm saying this as a biracial woman, I just wish some of you guys would just come out and say, hey, white people, I don't like you. I just don't. Okay, I'm angry at you for whatever reason. I just don't like you. Stop being so passive. Hold on. Stop being so passive aggressive about it with your dumbass prompts on here that are pure rage and race bait. Just come out and say it. You don't like white people. My dad has been called a raccoon on here. He's been called a traitor to his race. I've been told that biracial children are disgusting. White women are this. White women shouldn't do this. Black men shouldn't mix their races, keep their bloodline pure. I mean, this is 2025.
Great job. That is that's the average of what a black American goes through, of what you just experienced.
Oh, God.
What is it? What is it?
Hold on. I'm going to stop you right there really quick. Hold on. I'm going to stop you right there, Applesauce. Shut the fuck up for a second.
That was a good
So,
joke.
first of all, or whoever the fuck said it, shut up while I'm talking. Anyways, I grew up with a black father, an example of a black man in America who never brought up slavery, who never lived in victimhood, who never said he was oppressed, who never felt like he couldn't get anything the same way a white person could. And guess what? You know what happened?
That's not what black people say.
Hold on. He has excelled. He has absolutely fucking excelled and has friends from all walks of life, all different countries.
That's one person.
Imagine that. Imagine what the fuck getting out of a victim mentality does for your life.
Okay, why do these black people have victim mentality in the first place? I just want to get your answer.
Because they don't want to work hard for what they
Dave, go
want.
ahead. Take that away.
Hold on. Apple, where are you from?
I'm not gonna say the exact state. I'm from America. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of weird, bro.
Wait, what?
Nah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm from America. Yeah.
What
Wait, so
state,
you
big
think
dog?
if you hold on, if you say you think if you say your state, people will be able to find you?
Oh
He's
no,
weird,
I just
bro.
don't. I just don't want to say my state. I mean, I can
Okay,
say my
no
state.
problem. Let me move on
I
to
can
the
say
next
my state
person.
if
No
you want me
problem.
to.
No
Hey, real
problem. No
quick, can I
problem.
say something real quick?
What's that say? WTV?
What's up?
How are you? Where are you from?
I'm from Florida.
All right, what brings you up?
I just thought the prop was pretty interesting. I low-key agree with it. I just wanted to see if there was anyone that disagreed with it.
Okay. Do you have anything to add to the conversation that we were having?
Yeah, people are gonna back up George Floyd like he didn't hold that pregnant lady at gunpoint too, and he wasn't high when he got killed.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, what I'm going to do is don't get upset with me. I'm going to reset the panel, okay? And we'll see what we have. Apple, why are you back in the queue? All right, let's start with
So,
Captain. Captain, where are you from? Captain, you're still loading. Apple, what's your deal, bro?
so I'm from Indiana. If you want to know.
Okay, what brings you up?
So, honestly, I think this post is just weird, bro. We just need to come together, honestly. And I don't. I think this is pretty dividing. I didn't come out here to look for a fight. I also do want to say that
Well, Apple,
I don't.
hold on 1 second.
What's up?
Apple.
Yep.
Just very bluntly, these three groups of people here, I think that's what's failing America, and that's why I'm focused on it.
So you
But
think white people have
hold on one
nothing to
second,
do with
Apple.
failing
Why are you
America?
talking when I talk?
Oh my gosh!
Can
I'll
I?
just,
What is wrong with you?
bro. This dude would never.
All right,
All
Apple.
right, talk,
Do me a
talk
favor.
then, bro.
Just call my manager. They'll send you out a gift card or something. Okay. Ireland. Where are you from?
Yo, I'm from South Carolina.
All right. And what brings you up?
The prompt, for sure, for sure. Uh, so for clarity, you said it. What is ruining America? These specifically?
You
You
see
said
the post, right? It says the
yeah.
three biggest failures.
Like America failed them, or they failed America.
They're failing America.
Yeah. So
So let's keep it simple. Are you Muslim?
no, I've been friends with Muslims though.
Oh, you have a Muslim friend. Tremendous.
Yes,
Are you a Democrat?
I have Democratic friends that I've dropped. Some of them.
Okay. And are you a Black American?
No, I'm Irish American,
Oh, all
but
right.
I'm
Well,
American.
I'm Irish American as well, but I'm looking for somebody that fits in these groups. I appreciate you, kind sir.
I just wanted to.
Get the fuck out of here. Apple user, you're back in the queue. Why?
Yeah, man, I just wanted to say I'm happy for all the white people that got killed by black folks. They need to keep getting killed. And fuck you, fuck white folks. Y'all all need to disappear.
Disappear? How are we going to disappear? Just so you know, dumbasses like you, I don't drop. I let you come up, embarrass yourself. So if you want to join back in, I would much rather let you have your little bitch meltdown than listen to user or whatever the fuck his name was talk about why he's not telling me what state he's in. So if you want to come back up, bro, you will always have a seat here because I encourage meltdowns from assholes like you. So once again, you are welcome back anytime. Apple, not so much. Yay, what do you got, Yay?
I disagree.
What do you disagree with, Yay?
Everything but number two.
Okay, so you agree Democrats are failures?
Yeah, failures for sure.
Are you a Muzzy?
No. I'm Christian.
Okay, so you're up here telling me that Muzzies are not failures?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, tremendous. And are you a Black American?
For sure, all the way.
All right, so if somebody walked up to you and said, why do you feel? What are some metrics you could give where Black America is failing? Do you have any?
Where they're failing or where they're not.
Failing, where they're not. It's not going well for them.
Oh yeah, I would say there. I wouldn't say Black Americans as far as certain neighborhoods, certain areas within inner
Those
cities.
are still Black people in America.
Yeah, but I think
Okay, so
40
what's
to
not
50.
going? Okay, no problem. What's not
Let's say.
going well for
Go
Black
ahead.
America?
I think one of the things I think is so America was once it was a race war, and then it became a class war. But when it became a class war, Black people naturally at the bottom of the class war as well. So it affected us the most. So most things that I call Black people, I call Black Americans the most American, right? Because we have no other culture, no other lineage to go back to anything. So things that affect America affect Black people, I say 2-3 times. So whether it be the feminist
Hold on one
movement.
second. Can I just ask you? Are you? And maybe we should all just take a moment and pray that you're not one of these dumbasses that come up and say they're a foundational Black American. You're not one of those, are you?
I would be technically, by the definition of FBA, I would be a foundational Black American, but I
That's
don't
horrible.
call myself an FBA.
Oh, okay, so if somebody said to you, "How do you prove that you're a foundational Black American?" What do you provide to them?
I would probably have to provide them my great grandmother and her mother's like birth certificates in South Rural Mississippi,
Okay,
things like
so
that.
okay, so what year would we, if we were to look? Do you have those birth certificates?
No, I don't. I would have to go online. This ancestry.com, things like that.
I got you. Have you ever gotten a DNA test done?
I haven't. My sister has, but since we have different fathers, I don't. It's only so much I can look into it.
I understand. And on your sister's DNA test, did it say like foundational Black American 100%? Like, what was the breakdown?
No, her father's side has like a lot of Irish and like she has red hair. Her grandma had red hair, so it was like Irish and Native American and then different African countries. So yeah.
So what the fuck makes you think you're a foundational Black American then?
Well, what do you think the definition of foundational Black American is?
I'll be honest with you. I have no fucking clue because not everybody, but there are so many people that come up here and say I'm a foundational Black American, and then whenever I say, "Oh, that's interesting. Tell me about it, and how can you prove that you are?" They have no clue. So I could say
I
I'm a
don't want you.
foundational Black American.
So one thing I don't want you confused. There are people who believe that they come from Native American lineage or they were the Native Americans. I don't believe that. I don't think that's FBA. What FBA stands for is that your parents, your grandparents, they came from chattel slavery in the U.S. That's all it
Okay.
means.
People tell me, when I say people, I mean morons. They tell me that Native Americans were not here first. It was the Black people. Do you believe that?
No, I do think it's a possibility that there were maybe some darker skin, maybe Africans in the mix, but not a complete country. Like it was just all Black. No,
Oh
no.
no, these motherfuckers tell me everybody around was Black. And they
I mean,
built this country and they built the pyramids in Egypt somehow, but that's what they tell me.
the Egypt conversation is a different conversation.
Okay, can I just say, have you ever? I don't want to say brag, but that's the only word I can think of right now. Have you ever bragged to somebody that I'm a foundational Black American?
Oh no.
No. So why did
I would
you?
usually say I'm American.
You are American, of course. Okay, fair enough. So to me, we'll just come back to this because that's a dead end. I don't know where the fuck to go with that. But when we talk about these three groups up here, do you think there's a group that should replace Black Americans?
Let me think. For a second. If I had to pick the top 3 problems,
Just give me one. Just give me one group of people that you
politicians,
think is worse than Black Americans.
politicians.
Okay, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of Democrats.
No, Republican politicians as well.
Okay, fair enough. But let me tell you why I have Black Americans up there, right? Number one, They lead the country in murder. That's not good.
No, that's not good.
That's not good at all. And then when we look at the FBI crime charts, you would assume that every category, black people would be about 13%. And why do I use 13% as a magic number?
Because that's what they say we are, the percent of the population, if you believe those types of things.
Okay, but that's what we base everything off.
Yeah,
Is
for sure.
the census.
13 to 15. 13 to 15.
Okay, sure, no problem. Let's go with 15. There's not one single category for each crime where black people are at like 9% or 10% or 11%. It's all higher than what the population is.
Well, I think the problem is you looking at crime as a population thing that will be evenly distributed through the populations, which is not logically makes sense because crime isn't solely based off population, it's based off your condition. So black people also lead the country in poverty, other than maybe like Native Americans.
Okay, so you're saying that more people are black people are in poverty, so that kind of justifies or explains why things go the way that they do.
It kind of gives you a second light into what it is because you can always look at statistics, but statistics need more context. What percent of these people were in homes without fathers? What percent of these people lived in poor neighborhoods? What percent of these people had bad education? Like there's other factors other than just the skin color. I would say skin color is one thing that probably connects us the least.
See, the one thing that I don't get that argument, and to be honest, I've just Googled it a couple times as people say it. That like if it was 80% of the people in poverty were black, that would kind of not justify, but explain it at least a little bit. But that's not the case.
No. But we come on that now. We don't.
So why is it that there's probably the same amount of people in poverty, whether it's white or black, but it's black people committing per capita more crime?
Well, we know per capita, black people are impoverished way more. You know, if we're gonna use per capita, let's use it all the way right. Because I believe it's about somewhere around 15 to 25% of black people live in poverty, is where white people is about like 6 to 7%.
Do you think that in this country today, 2025, that there's white people holding black people back in any way, shape, or form?
Well, to be fair,
just yes or no. Yes or no, please.
I mean, because it's not a yes or no question. Right?
It is. It's very simple, very clear cut. 2025.
White people as a whole.
Hold on. Is there one white person holding any black person back today?
I'm sure there is somewhere.
Okay. When was the last time a white man held you down?
I live in a pretty liberal city of Chicago, so I actually don't have any problem with white people.
Okay.
But I also understand that the United States has states the size of Europe's country, so I don't expect my experience in Illinois to be the same with someone in South Carolina.
Okay. So do you think that if a black person is born today and a white baby is born today, that they have the same opportunity to succeed in this country over their lifetime?
The same opportunity. Yeah, you got the same opportunities for the most part.
Okay, so I don't know how old you are, but does your generation have the same opportunity as white people?
Mine, I'm 29, so yeah, I would say yeah.
Okay, all right, very good. So what I don't get is you're insinuating that white people are still holding black people back, and I don't get that, and I think that's bullshit.
Well, that's why, because you ain't let me explain it. What I was trying to say is, not as a whole, there's no entire movement of white people to hold black people back, but I'm sure there are, because we know in a country of 300 plus million people, I'm sure there are racist people in positions of power.
There are racist black people, racist white people.
I mean, you didn't ask about are there black people holding white people back. I might have gave you a similar answer.
Right. Okay. Dumb. But okay. To me, it's very simple for me when people come up here. It's either A, they play the victim card, or B, they're in touch with reality that no white person, nothing in this country is holding them back, and they can do anything that I can do. And I feel that you're kind of, believe it or not, somewhere in the middle. Your answers are pretty inconsistent.
Because I believe the answer isn't black and white. I don't believe it's just completely how conservatives see it or completely how a lot of liberals or black people see it. I think there's a nuance to every question and viewpoint. Like, I don't think
No,
you're racist for your viewpoints. I think you're
I
race
understand,
critical.
but to me, it's very simple. If I walk out my front door and a black person walks out their front door, is there anything I can do that they cannot?
You get to be part of the dominant population.
Okay, elaborate.
Well, with you being part of the dominant population and dominant culture, there are things you are afforded that I am not, and it might
Okay,
seem
so how about
simple.
this? How about this? Give me something concrete that if I walk out my door versus a black person walks out their door, give me something concrete that I can go and do and they cannot.
You can apply for a job with a name that might be culturally to you and not be looked down upon for it.
What?
So say if your name,
Do you hear yourself talk?
do you want an
Do
explanation?
you fucking hear yourself talk?
I heard me.
Okay, the question is very simple. What can I do when I walk out my door and a black person cannot? And your answer, and once again, maybe I'm a little bit lost, but you said that a white person could go apply for a job and not have a black last name?
No, not last name. There are no black last names.
Okay, a black first name?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
But our first names are judged as ghetto or looked down upon versus say Asian first name or Hispanic first name. Maybe not an Arab first name. I think we might.
Give me an example give me an example of a black name that is like judged.
Any Nequas. Anything that ended Nequa.
So Shaniqua, she's not getting that job because her mama named her Shaniqua.
Yeah, there might be a
fuck yeah.
presumption of ghetto-ness or unintelligent. I've been having these arguments with other
Well, do
pages
you
all day
know?
about how we should change our names.
Fair. Do you know a non-ghetto Shaniqua?
Yeah, I know plenty of them.
You know a well-educated, unghetto, not ghetto Shaniqua.
Yes, I do.
Can you get her in here right now?
No, I could not.
Why?
Because it's 6 a.m.
All right. Well, share the tag me in one of her videos. I want to meet a very educated, unghetto, not ghetto person named Shaniqua.
Do you know why?
In all seriousness, I will say this: for that to be your answer, I think is embarrassing, right?
I mean, that was just the first answer.
Oh, okay. I was hoping that was your best. Let's try number 2. Go. What? Once again, question is, what can I do that a black person cannot? Go.
Other than that's what I said, but you got to remember my first answer. I said there's nothing the opportunities that you have that I don't have, but you get to be part of the dominant society. So
that's dumb.
Whereas you get to be naturally I might have to assimilate.
Wait, what?
I said, where you might get to be naturally you, I might have to assimilate to be accepted. So I might have to change my voice. I might have to speak in a certain cadence. I might have to dress a certain way. I might have to appear. So as a black man personally, I found myself having to appear docile because sometimes people get the wrong idea of you. You probably just get to be John.
Okay. I don't know. I couldn't imagine living day to day with and to be honest, on the scale of 1 to just flat out crazy, you're once again. I still put you kind of in the middle. The whole Shaniqua answer that puts you closer to a 6 probably, but I just couldn't imagine living life having this imaginary chip on my shoulder that the white man is trying to hold me back.
I don't
And
think most black people feel that way though.
okay, and that's your opinion. And to be honest, my opinion, just based off the people that I talk to here, is a lot of black people do feel that way, way more than it should be. But regardless, I don't know. I struggle to understand why you guys even want to go down that road and have the thought process that the system or the white man is holding you back. You live in the greatest country on this planet. You could do anything you put your mind to. So that's why I don't get it.
Well, one thing I think you got to remember when you're on these panels is this is not the majority of America. Most people, first of all, most black people don't even care a lot about politics, to be honest. Only 60% of black people even vote.
But I'm not. We're not even talking about politics. This isn't Trump versus
No,
Harris.
I
This
get
is
that. I
just
get
flat
that.
out is the white man holding you
Yeah,
down.
yeah. But part of that comes from, I think, me personally, I think part of that comes from, you get that more from the black people who go to college and take these courses and ingest these ideas. Now there are black people who watch these news outlets and sometimes they take in what they see. But most black people in the hood, if you ask them what's stopping them, the last thing on the list will probably be a white person.
I don't know. Here, I'm going to bring up a couple more people. Let's see what else we got in the queue.
I did want to ask you a question though about the Shaniqua thing, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Do you know why black people name each other our names so unique, name their children things so unique?
Wait, I'm so sorry. Is the question, why did Shaniqua's mother name her Shaniqua?
Well, not just Shaniqua, but yeah, those
But I
types of
have no
names, where
clue.
the names come from.
I have no clue. Why? Why would
Okay,
somebody
so
name their daughter Shaniqua?
I'm gonna go through it, right? When you speak of any other ethnicity, right? Before you meet them, if I told you their name, how would you know of their ethnicity?
Okay, so you want a name that matches? Is that what you're saying?
It's a way of having individuality. You understand? Because our last names are our slave owners' names. That's why there's so many Johnsons and Jacksons and Washingtons and Williams, because they have the names of the slave owners.
Okay, so instead of saying, look, we're not going to pick a normal name, we're going to go with something batshit crazy, like Shaniqua.
I mean, it's only batshit crazy because you were taught not to accept it or respect it.
Oh, I was.
It's no different from
at no
somebody
point
naming their
during
child
the time
Xi
I was in
Jinping.
school was I taught not to accept the name Shaniqua.
Oh, it wasn't school. It's a social thing. You can
It's a
learn things
social thing.
socially.
Okay.
You can learn things socially to be seen that things are unsocially unacceptable. Names like Shaniqua, ghetto names, because you know a lot of in
Wait,
American
do
culture.
you agree that Shaniqua is a ghetto name or no?
No, I believe by the standards set by America, it's a ghetto name. But I also understand that we only attach ghetto to things that are inherently black.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't know. I don't know.
Can
But
you think of anything that's ghetto that's not inherently black?
yeah, there's definitely ghetto white people.
They rarely get called ghetto.
Oh,
They get called
I have
white
no problem
trash.
calling them ghetto. What are you talking
They get
about?
called
There's
white
lots of white
trash.
ghetto people. A lot of
They don't
white
get called
ghetto
ghetto, though.
trash. You know what I mean? So I think I think that's crazy to me.
A lot of things that we call ghetto in America are just things that are like black, black names, ghetto.
Why do you think that is?
I think it started from racial biases, but also I think that white Americans look at black Americans like Americans, so they think that we should be equal. We should have similar things. Where, like, if I was coming from China or Japan, you wouldn't have a problem with calling me Xi Jinping. That doesn't sound crazy to you all of a sudden because you accept that I'm of another culture. But because we are American, you expect us to be as similar. And I guess I get that standpoint, but I don't get how you cannot
But
respect the other way.
can't a white family name their daughter Shaniqua?
Yeah, you can name a child anything.
Right, exactly. So I just don't see the correlation.
But I mean, we know we understand that, and just because you can name a child anything doesn't mean that certain names don't have ethnic connections or backgrounds to them, or do you find the most commonly with a certain people? I haven't met that many white DeAndres. Have you?
But have you met that many hi, hello. I'm Real Talk. How you guys doing?
Hi, Real
Hey,
Talk. Where are you from, Real Talk?
I am from Louisville, Kentucky.
All right, go ahead, love. What was your question?
Well, I was trying to ask, I can't even see your name, the guy that's on your panel.
Go ahead.
Question.
Go ahead, ask him a question.
So, do you think that there's many black Americans named Danny or Rob or Jane? We all have our names from our ethics. I can't even talk this morning from our different backgrounds. So just because there's a Lakeisha or Shaniqua, does that make them ghetto?
that's what I said. That
Oh,
doesn't
okay,
make them
because I
ghetto.
think you're kind of explaining it differently to me.
No, that's not what I did. I think you got in the conversation a little late. I specifically said
Uh
that
huh.
these names are not ghetto, but they are viewed as ghetto because they don't accept us, our uniqueness. It's not like how they do if you were like a foreigner, where they would accept your first name. Instead, they want us to be more American, so they want us to be
Right,
Charlie.
right. Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that. Okay, yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
let me, Kevin, where are you from, Kevin?
Well, Cincinnati, Ohio.
All right. Are you a Bengals fan?
Yes.
All right. I'm a Steelers fan, so last
Uh
Thursday was
oh. Uh oh. Uh
difficult.
oh. Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
what brings you up, kind sir?
I was just over like I was scrolling through and I overheard you guys' conversation about Shaniqua
Do you know a
and
Shaniqua?
no, I know a lot of Shaniquas.
You know how many Shaniquas have you come across in your lifetime? Be honest.
Uh, not none. They're made up. It's
No.
like a made up name, but like I don't know none.
Oh, I don't know none. Okay. Okay. So
But I,
you
I
heard
understand
Shaniqua
what
and said, "Let me get the fuck up there and talk about it." And go
no, I
ahead.
heard what I was understanding what he was saying. How the name that the we name kids to be unique, not to be it, but it's referred because you said the things that you were saying is about racism and what he can't do that you can do, and the same thing. That's what Charlie Kirk used to say that all the time, right? That was a favorite line that Charlie Kirk used to always say. And one time I told him I can't come up to a university and spew hate towards Caucasian people like he does toward like black people. I can't
I
go
think
up there and
that's
do that.
I think that's ridiculous.
You think I could go up to any college and spew hate about Caucasians?
what just very simple. Just give me one sentence, and then I want to move past it because I don't want to focus on it. But give me the most hateful sentence that came out of Charlie's mouth.
Anything that he says, listen, no
Anything he says.
Caucasian
When
can
he said,
speak.
"Hi,
No,
how are
listen,
you?" Whenever he
no
debated about
Caucasian.
Michael Jordan and LeBron, that was hateful.
No,
See,
when he
you see
talks
what I'm
about
saying? Just how
when he talks
dumb that
about George
sounds.
Floyd, how deaf. What do you? Anything he talks about, you listen.
Okay,
No
give me
Caucasian.
one sentence that you can quote that was full of hate.
Listen, no Caucasian has a right to speak on black people. None.
Oh,
You
I
don't have
speak
the
on
right.
black people nonstop.
But you don't have the right though. That's what we're trying to say.
And
You don't have to
who
talk
are
about
you
your
to say
people.
I don't have the
Talk-
right to speak on black people? I could talk about whatever the fuck I want. What the fuck are you gonna
I
do?
know, but I'm saying, who killed Charlie Kirk?
Wait, that's your response?
I'm saying, talk about your people because your people do the most killing.
Wait, whoa, hold on one second.
Absolutely,
And this
I
is
agree.
hold on one second up there. I hold on one second. Hold on one second. I don't need you chiming in. No
Every
offense.
assassination.
Okay, so hold on one second. Hold on. So in your mind, okay, what percentage of murders in this country are done by black people? Just throw me a percentage.
Listen, against white people.
No, against Americans. Like, what is
Listen,
wrong with you? See,
okay.
that's what I'm talking about. It's all about color. And
No, I'm trying to make
hold
you
on one
understand
second. Hold
something.
on one second.
Go ahead.
You hear people like Charlie talk, or you see my photo, or you listen about Shaniqua, and you feel some type of way where that person is the racist, but you're the one focused on color.
No, I'm not talking about race.
Okay,
No,
let's
no
see how
one's
many
racist. I never
times
called
you
you a
go to
racist.
color. Okay, so
I
that's
never
one. All right, so the question is very simple. Which race is responsible for the most murder in this country?
Caucasians.
Okay, so in your mind, what percentage of the murders are committed by 13% of our population, which is our black population?
Listen, Caucasians have
Wait,
been
I'm so sorry.
murdering
Can you
since they.
answer me directly with a number?
Let me ask you about. Listen, let me ask you this: every
Wait,
serial
I'm so
killer,
sorry, sir,
Caucasian.
sir, sir. Once again, I'm asking you a very direct question. I want a direct answer. In your mind, what percentage of the murders are done by 13% of our population? Go ahead.
That statistic is made up by Caucasians for Caucasians. You
Okay,
don't know the
so
truth. You don't know the truth. You don't. You don't. We don't know nothing because you control the narrative.
we don't know nothing. Okay,
You
so
don't. You
the
control the
current,
narrative, don't you? Who controls all the media? Who controls all the statistics? You do. We don't control nothing.
but
So you
let
can
me
make
give,
it up to make it
okay, no
feel like
problem.
it looks like that.
Okay, hold
You see
on.
what I'm saying? So
All right,
let me
hold
tell
on
you
one
this.
second.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay. So in the city of Chicago right now, one of our most
You keep
dangerous,
talking about one state.
well,
There's
Chicago's a
50
city.
states. And you keep worrying about Chicago. That's
Chicago's a
all I
Kevin,
hear y'all
calm
city.
talking about is
down, Kevin.
Chicago.
Calm down, Kevin.
Chicago's a
Calm down.
city.
Worrying
You
about
unhinged
Chicago.
moron.
Well, quit worrying
Okay.
about Illinois. Quit worrying about
Very
Illinois.
good.
That's all
Okay.
you
So
talk
very,
about
very simple. Hold on one
all
second.
you worry
You're
about is Chicago, Illinois. That's all I hear you
okay.
talking about.
So
What about New York?
very simple. Very simple. Let's
What about New York?
in Chicago, we have a black mayor, a black police chief,
That's why you
and
worry
a
about
black
Chicago.
assistant police chief. So do you think they're
That's why you
lying?
worry about Chicago so much.
I'm so sorry. I just want to see how you're getting how like what's going on in your brain that's making you look the way that you do, right? Very dumb. You're saying that
How
the
do
white
you look
people.
dumb?
Okay.
How does a dumb person look? How does he look? You can
It's
sound
not
dumb.
necessarily how you look; it's what you're saying, right? So you're saying the
It's
white
sound. It's a
folk.
sound. You mean you got to say I
Kevin, let me
sound
help you
dumb.
out. Kevin, let me help you out. Whenever I start
Look
talking,
dumb.
shut the fuck up. Do you hear me? It's that
No,
simple.
boy.
Oh, not boy. So you say white people control the numbers, but in the city of Chicago, you have a black mayor, a black police chief, and a black assistant police chief. Do you think they're lying and making black people look worse? Give me your thought process, please.
No, they're not. We're
Okay.
not saying that they're doing that. But here, you keep
Okay.
saying you keep going on one city, right?
Okay.
Right? And listen,
See, and
but I
that's
understand
the
why
problem is
you go after
you're
one
saying
city.
that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You can get see. Here's the problem. Here's what we're trying to say. You said who commits the most murders, right? You said that. It's a criteria say. So let's go. We can go from the beginning, from 1776 to present day, and I swear to you, we have not committed as much murders as you guys have done.
I understand. And if we were
So this is
talking
what we
about,
talking about.
wait, hold on one
I'm talking
second.
about. We're saying, go ahead.
Hold on, little Kev. Hold on one second, little Kev. All right. Once again, I'm not worried about the murder rate or the
You
violence
just
rate
said it.
in 1776. What I'm worried about is what's going on currently, right?
I said from 1776 to present day. Are
All
you
right.
not listening?
So, how about in the last, say, decade, who has murdered more people in this country?
Caucasians.
Okay. And where can I see those stats? So if
You're
I were
not.
to,
They don't want to show it.
I
Here's what
got you.
I'm
So
trying to tell
everybody's
you.
lying. Okay.
Yes, that's
Of
all you
course.
guys have done to the date since you set foot on this planet. Treaty breaking. That's all you ever done. You lied up. You even lied about who the fuck Jesus was. You guys
Are
lie about everything.
are you one
You
of these
lie, lie,
dumb?
lie, lie.
Are you one of these dumb fucks that come up here and say Jesus was black?
I know he ain't a cracker.
Oh no. So
Yeah,
was he black though?
but yeah, he was of color.
May I ask, are you a
Exactly was good.
foundational black American?
Can I ask you something real quick?
Wait, hold on.
Uh,
Can you answer
hold,
me?
hold, hold,
Hold on one
yeah,
second, little Kev, little Kev. Are you a foundational black American?
I am a god.
You're a god.
Yeah,
That's different.
My DNA comes from God. Your DNA
Okay.
comes from us. We
My wait,
created everybody on this planet.
okay, hold on.
Everybody living on this planet, we created. God created us.
So, do you know who Yakub is?
Hakub
Do you
is
know
Jacob.
who? Do you know that name?
Jacob, the maker and creator of the devil.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay, so oh fuck yeah. All right, we have a jackpot here. So Yakub created the first white people, correct?
That's what they say. He's a scientist that created the first white person.
And
Yeah.
how did Yakub create the first white person?
Do DNA.
Okay, and
Mix the
just walk me
DNA.
through the process. Like, if I want to make a cake, I'm going to need
I can't
ingredients to
listen.
make said cake,
No,
right? So, oh
listen.
no.
I can't be factual on Hakub
Well, you haven't
because
been
we don't.
factual with anything so yet so
Yeah,
far, but
I've been factual about you. You
I
guys, on
enjoy
your
dumb
killing.
motherfuckers like you coming up here and saying the
Oh, why
bullshit that
you
you
getting
do.
upset,
Yeah,
Caucasian
I'm
man? Look
upset.
at this
All right, so
Caucasian man
hold
getting
on, hold on,
upset.
hold on, hold on.
Oh, poor
What
Caucasian man.
ingredients were needed to make the first white person?
Shit.
Shit. Okay. So what I don't get, little Kev, is you come off as your race is supreme, right? Do you believe that?
If you had a baby by a black woman, what's going
Wait,
to come
I'm so
out?
sorry. Just yes or no. Is
Just
the
answer
black
that question. Yes, we are supreme.
then how the
We're
fuck did
created
you
by God.
gotcha? You guys are supreme. Then how'd you end up as fucking slaves?
We didn't.
Oh, okay. So black people were not slaves.
Whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa, whoa,
This is
whoa,
amazing. This is fucking. This
we
is
were.
what
whoa,
people
whoa,
say.
whoa,
Like, Dave, why do you run lives? This is fucking why. Okay,
whoa.
so black people were
You
not slaves.
not all of them. You got the
Okay,
ones in the South. We talk about there's people in the North, like Frederick
not the
Douglass.
North.
Yeah, we
Frederick
talking.
Douglass was a slave.
Wait, hold on,
No,
my friend. My
he
friend,
was. His
I
parents
forget what
were.
your
He
name is. I'll
wasn't,
bring you back up.
but I don't
Go
think he
ahead.
was.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
So were
look,
were white people slaves as well?
no. Yeah, you're the Irish. You got the
So
Irish.
who? Wait, hold
Listen,
on one
we're not
second.
talking about slavery. Listen, let me help you understand something real quick. It's called imprisonment. That's all it was. Prisoners of
That's
war.
all it was. Slavery was
That,
just
that
imprisonment. No
pri-
big
pri-
deal, guys.
prisoners of war, right?
Oh
That's how you
fuck
understand it.
yeah!
You
So wait,
guys
hold
try
on.
to listen.
Do you fucking think black people are owed reparations?
No,
Oh
we don't
fuck
need.
yeah!
Only thing we need is
Fuck yeah!
separation. Now listen, because think about this. I want you to understand this.
I
Slavery was over what in 1896, 1895, something like that.
okay.
Yeah, from 1895 to 1920, right? We had the most economic wealth, the best businesses, the best everything in the world,
Of course,
right?
duh.
Yeah,
Right?
we would without reparations, and for some reason, every time we show that we're doing better, who comes along and burns down our town?
The white folk.
Exactly. But you say there's no racism in this world. There's no racism. It'll happen today. If we did it again, it'll happen today.
Well, to be fair, I think uh, the
But
more
we
the more
go ahead.
black people you have in a city like the city of Chicago, it's kind of already burning itself down, right? You're killing each other off. Things are not going well
That's a
in
street
these
war.
cities.
That's street war. That's not black
Okay,
people.
street. Okay, okay.
That's
Let me
street
write that
war.
down. Street war. Okay, that's
Yeah,
different.
like the
That's
Italians.
new. I
You remember
like
the
that.
Italians? You remember the Italians
Okay.
from 1900 to 1990, 90 years of nothing but massacre and killing. But I don't hear you talking about that. We're talking about
Well,
from
well, once again, there
1969.
was a time. Wait, hold on. There was a time during our country's history where AIDS was killing people off, and we've had different things, right? I'm talking about currently, right now, over the last 5 to 10 years. There is no doubt, okay, in every single FBI report that we see, blatantly shows black people are killing more Americans than the white folk. Okay, maybe
But
that'll
white,
change.
okay,
Maybe
you
a couple
okay,
decades
black.
from now, it's the white people murdering others again. But
No,
right
you guys
now,
will never lose that narrative.
it is the uneducated, ignorant group of people that's murdering more Americans. So why is that?
Small group, but a big group has been killing. You guys have been killing. You talk about numbers. You're not gonna see the statistics or the right numbers. Everything's not gonna fit it because you guys are focused on Chicago. You guys are
What?
so focused on Chicago.
But that's
Like
a
one
that's a
hundred.
lie. The numbers that we talk about from the FBI are just not Chicago. Who gives a fuck about Chicago? Fuck Chicago. It is nationwide.
Yeah, I
So
know,
what
but
is your response there? You screamed at me that you're always focused on Chicago. Let's just talk about the whole country.
you guys kill everybody. Asians, blacks, Mexicans,
Okay, but we're
Arabs. You guys killed the most people. You know this for a fact.
Little Kev. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm just talking about the last 5 to 10 years, and black people are murdering more Americans than any other race. Why?
I don't think that's factual. It
Okay,
just it,
see, that's the problem, right? Is there are people, whether they're Democrats or Muslims or Black Americans, that you just do not base reality or your life in facts and common sense, and that's
okay.
the
Five
problem,
years
right?
ago, 5 years
So
ago.
hold on one second. Hold on
Hold on.
one second. Do you think today that there is black people being held back by the white folk?
No,
No. Okay. So, why is it there are a lot of people, usually when we go down the Yakub road, they do kind of say that the white folk are still holding them back. But why is it that a lot of black people come up here and think that the white man is still holding them back? And that's why the murder rate for your people are so high. Why is that? Why are
that
you
the
disconnected
mur.
from?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
hold on. The murder rate is what you're talking about is young kids.
Once again,
Street.
I'm not doing age. I'm not doing
No,
who
I'm
they
talking about
killed.
it's
I'm
a
just
street. It's
talking
a
about
street
the race
war.
of people, regardless of age and who they murdered. I'm focusing on that race is responsible for over half the murders in this country.
I don't listen. What about this? Has a young black kid walked up into an all white church and killed them?
A hundred
That was
percent.
5 years ago. Name a
So
time. Nick, can you give me I can name one on you guys that
sure,
have.
no problem. Go ahead, give it to me. Go ahead.
All the school shootings?
Sure, no problem. So let's just
Okay,
shake.
so what are you talking about? You
Hold
said
on
that's
one
the
second.
last 5 years.
Hold on one second. So, how about if we shake hands and agree that if it's a school shooting, a church shooting, or even a mass shooting at a mall or a shopping center, most likely it's a cracker that did it, right?
No,
So,
hold on. A
okay,
Caucasian.
it's a
Let's
Caucasian
cut
cracker.
the we'll cut the name calling out, bro. I know you're upset something. Let's you don't talk about your people. Don't talk about nobody upsetting. Let's be civil. You're
Oh, okay. Let's
Caucasian.
be
So
civil,
okay,
Yakub. Let's
yeah,
be
yeah,
civil. Okay, let's
yeah.
be
Be
civil
civil.
with the
Don't talk
dumbass
bad
that
about your
comes up
people.
here with
I'm
bullshit.
telling
But
you
we
facts.
can
You
be
just got to
civil.
saying it.
We can be fucking civil, no problem.
You just got
So
to saying all
those
the
three,
killings were your people.
correct. Okay, so those three
Charlie
groups of,
Kirk was killed by your people.
I got you. So once again, so with those three types of shootings, those are most likely white people, right? Even with those factored in, it's still your people leading the
You
country in murders. Why?
no, listen to what I'm saying. How many blacks killed white people in the last? What's the
Once
percentage of
again,
that?
it doesn't break it down by
It
blacks
doesn't
killing
break it
blacks.
down because you can't break it down because you're making up a narrative. You're just trying to put a city down because it's ran by
Sir, this isn't
Obama.
about the city. Sir, this isn't about the
Trying
city
to
of
put
Chicago.
Chicago down so bad. Yes, you are because of Obama. I'm trust me. I know the
Little,
narrative. I,
Little Kev, I need you to fucking wake the fuck up and focus right now.
no, you
Okay?
need to wake up, you
The
cocksucker. Don't call me
numbers
little
that
Kev
I'm
again.
talking about, Little Kev, are
Fuck you, you
nationwide, not
cocksucker.
just the city
You
of Chicago.
oh,
Do you
you're
understand
a
that?
dumb fuck. Why don't you go fuck yourself, you piece of shit? I'm done talking to you. You're dumb as fuck. You sit up here trying to preach to that narrative, and you don't know shit about shit. You probably got a fifth grade education, you fucking cocksucker. Go suck Trump's dick.
I don't know shit about shit. That's going to be on a
You
t-shirt
don't
soon.
know shit about shit. You don't know nothing. The way you're talking, it's really dumb. You keep focusing on one little city in Illinois. That's it. That's all you focusing on. You're not talking about nothing. But I just got them bringing up in 5 years, mass school shootings, mass church, all this stuff that you guys do, and you're like, oh well, it doesn't factor in. It doesn't factor in. Every assassination in this country was done by a Caucasian man. Every serial killing was done by a fucking Caucasian man. You
But once
great
again,
people
the
would still
numbers
be
that
here
I'm
if it wasn't
giving
for your
you,
people.
the numbers I've given you are for the whole country, just not Chicago. So I don't understand why you keep saying you guys are obsessed with Chicago. I'm not
Because
just
that's
talking
what you
about
said.
Chicago.
I didn't hear you say nothing about New York.
Well, to be fair,
You said Chicago.
New York would be covered in the nationwide numbers, no?
Yeah, but did you say you said all you said was Chicago?
Okay,
You brought
so
up Chicago. Why'd you bring up Chicago, not New York?
okay, here, let me try it again. I'm a patient man. I'm a patient man. Once again, the numbers nationwide, okay, show that more black people do the murders than the white folk. Okay, so it has nothing to do with a particular city, just nationwide numbers. FBI shows it's your folk murdering more Americans. So I've asked this multiple times. Just give me a simple answer. Why is that the case?
Well, that's that's an answer that's probably the hardest to really. That's a question that's probably the hardest to answer.
I'm going to be
You
honest.
know what I'm saying? I'm
I'll
asking
answer
you
my
right
own
now.
fucking
Hold on.
question. It's
Hold on.
because your community is filled with dumb fucks like you, out of
No,
touch with reality and facts. That's
our
why.
community. I
Okay,
don't
it's
hear.
that simple.
I
You
can
come
tell you
up
about
here
the
and say,
murders.
I'm the dumb one, when you have no fucking clue what the
You
fuck
don't
is
have
going
no
on in
clue.
this country.
You don't have no
Okay, it
clue.
is that simple. There's
You
no
have
way around
no
it.
clue, no clue whatsoever. You think you do, and I get you because you're the host. You get to sit up here and talk your little whatever bullshit, whatever you think
Have I
is
not let you talk?
factual.
Have I
No,
not
I'm
let you
saying,
talk?
and I appreciate that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you get to pick your topics, you get to say your thing, and you get to talk about this. We're understanding what how you think, and what you're thinking is perfectly fine. It's your opinion. You're allowed to have one. You're a free person. You can speak your mind. I understand it, but I think the numbers are off. That's
Okay, and
just me.
why are they off, Kev? Why are they off?
They're off. I'm sorry to
Why?
tell
Why
you
are they off?
because
You can't sit there and just say
because
they're off just because you don't like them. You can't say the
because
numbers are racist because you don't like them.
Okay, so who controls the
Okay.
narrative? Is it when you're in a room doing statistics, right? Are there five Asians in the room?
I don't think I've ever
Oh,
been in
hold
a
on.
like business meeting with five Asians.
Okay, are there five Native Americans in the room?
Where are we going with this?
I'm trying to go off of that. You have to fit the narrative to fit everybody's agenda. There has to be five Chinese, five Asians, five Mexicans, five natives, five blacks, and five whites. It can't be 15 whites and five, and no other people there because they're going to put everything to do to fit their narrative. The only way you can make a board, anything fair, everybody has to be present.
Okay, so let's just keep it very simple. A police department that works for blank city, whether it's Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, New York, Chicago, LA, wherever, okay, they tally up the murder numbers and the crime stats for that area and they turn it over to the FBI. The FBI puts it into a nice little spreadsheet, adds it all up, and then puts out a report. Where do the falsehoods come in? Is it from the police department? Is it from the FBI? What don't you
Yeah.
trust?
Listen, do you understand that the FBI was created to
Okay, so it's the
hunt
FBI.
down? So think about it. Black, all them departments, the police department, the FBI, the CIA, were all created to go after black people.
Okay,
You know
so
that, right? So how are you going to tell me that the origin of these so-called organizations were all just put together to go after black people? So how I'm going to listen?
okay,
How
so
am I going to listen to that?
let's go back to Chicago, or just hypothetically, if a city has a black mayor, a black chief of police, and a black assistant chief of police, are those numbers trustworthy coming from that particular city?
No, they're
No.
not.
Okay, so
There's
we
not.
don't trust
Okay, there's
anybody.
no.
We don't trust anybody. Doesn't matter if they're white or black. We don't
No,
trust anybody. Facts, fuck it. We're done. We're not
no,
doing
we're not
any
talking
facts.
about facts. You talk about they can send the numbers up and say anything. You don't know what Chicago's mayor is doing and all these people are saying and doing. You don't know what numbers they're putting up. You just got done saying the police department, the FBI. You name those two. Is the head of the FBI a black man?
He's not white right now.
Well, he's got a
He,
white
he,
man's
he,
dick
he,
in his
he,
mouth.
he, he, he.
He's
He's
got
not
a
a
white
white man.
man's dick in his mouth, his ass in his mouth. He does anything that Caucasian tells him to do.
I mean this sincerely. I'm going to try and end it on a positive note, and I'll give you the final word. You, sir, are the problem in this country, where you can't deal with facts, common
How many
sense,
people
and
have I
reality.
killed? How many
And
people have I killed? How many people have I killed?
once again, it's not. I'm not
How
saying that.
many people have I killed? If you said murder is the problem, how
I
many
don't
people have I
know. I
killed?
don't. I don't have
Yeah,
your.
then shut the fuck up, you
I
dumb
don't
fuck. I'm
have
not the
your.
problem. I
I
just
don't.
speak my mind. You are the problem. People
Right.
like you and Charlie
You.
Kirk, they speak their
Right.
nerve. I hope somebody
But I
shoots you
don't
in the
have
fucking
your
neck.
police record in front of me.
I didn't kill nobody. You
Okay. Have
said
you ever?
murder was the problem in this country.
No, no, no. Of course, murder is a problem, but it's
But
people.
then you turn around and said I was the problem.
Right.
So
Let me
make up your
explain.
mind. Make
Let
up
me
your
explain.
mind.
There's a lot of dumb people like you with your mindset that you can't trust any facts or numbers that are out there, and that's the problem. And what
What's your
happens
education level?
is people feel some type. Oh, I'm sorry.
What's your education level, please? Why you keep calling somebody
Listen,
dumb?
I'll be honest with you. Kindergarten was like a roller coaster. Finger painting was not really my thing.
Yeah, so quit
Um,
calling people dumb, please.
I
Stop
got
that.
you. Of course.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
in
Because you
first
sound dumb.
grade, in first grade,
Hey,
I
sir, look. Hey,
struggled
hey, 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 hey.
and
Good,
I
good.
dropped
Hey, listen.
out in first
You
grade.
dropped out. You dropped out. Good, good.
I'm a first grade
I can
dropout.
tell. I can tell
So,
by the way I can tell your lingo. I can tell the way you talk. I can tell your
of course.
ideologies. I can tell everything about you that you're not an educated man.
Okay,
Right?
I'm the dumb one. You're the
Nope, you're
smart
not
one.
dumb. You're not dumb. You're
Are
just
you
not
sure?
educated.
Okay, fair enough. So,
You're not
just
dumb. We're not gonna don't ever call nobody dumb.
one simple question. What's 9 times 9 plus 19?
Infinity. Who gives a shit? We're gonna do math this early in the morning. That doesn't make you dumb or smart. If you know that, listen. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. You're up there
Listen. I have
preaching
a
a
rule.
narrative about.
Hey, Delmas. Here's a rule. If you can't do fucking second grade math, I cannot have a conversation with you. If you want,
You've been having a conversation with me.
DM me a PO box, and I'll send you some fucking flashcards. You fucking dumbass.
Your mother.
Not a yo
You've
mama
been having a
joke.
conversation.
Not a yo mama joke from a man, a
You've been
grown ass
having a
man that can't
conversation
do
with me.
second grade math.
That's how dumb you are. You've been having a
Yes, I'm the
conversation
dumb
with
one.
me.
I
You
just asked
said
you a second
you
grade math
said
question.
you
You said
said
it's too
you
early to do
you
math, and
you
you're still calling
I
me
don't, I'm
dumb.
not here to do
Too
math. We're
funny,
talking.
brother.
Okay, why don't you get a
No,
new
final word to you. I can't
platform?
debate you. I'm sorry. Final word to
Get
you,
a
then I'm
new
moving on.
get a new platform and put math problems up there, and then we'll be up there solving them. We're here talking about the problem in the country. It has nothing to do with math problems. You want to change the narrative because you dropped out of first grade and you want to be like, oh, I'm smart. I'm a smart guy. Who gives a care who's smart or dumb? I'm telling you, quit calling people dumb.
All
Quit
right.
calling. That's your problem. You want to fit that with everything in the world, and your education level is not high. Unless you got a master's or a PhD and whatever you're doing, do not call other people that's on this panel dumb. Don't do it. You look dumb doing it. So cut it
I
out.
just in all seriousness,
Hey,
who
buddy, go ahead.
who
Get
do
to
you think
somebody else.
looked dumb in this conversation? I literally
You,
just asked you a
you.
second grade math question.
We're not here to do math. We're talking about
Okay, we're not
murders
here to
and
do
all this
math.
stuff.
We're not here to do
Yeah,
math.
but you want to do math now. You made up a
Right, let
problem
me
that you
guess.
already
Math
had
is
written
racist
down.
too,
You
dumbass.
made up a math. You made
Hey,
okay,
in all
okay.
seriousness, in all seriousness.
18 times 86 times 200. Do it. Answer that real quick.
Hey, listen, if you send
Yeah,
me
oh, you're a dumbass. You can't answer that. Wow. Listen, bro, we're not here for that. We're here
correct.
talking about the murders, the problems in this
Hold
country.
on. But you can't even talk about that. You can't even acknowledge facts. But in all
I've been
seriousness, I'm going to
acknowledging
move
it.
on.
Okay.
DM me a PO box. I'll send you out some flashcards, and you'll be just fine. Next time you're up here, I want you to be able to do a second grade math question, my friend.
Okay, yeah,
Final
thank
word to
you.
you.
Hey, hey, peace to the world, man.
Amen.
Peace to the
Peace to the
world.
world, and let people start waking the fuck up. Learn second grade
Yeah,
math
like
and learn
yourself.
to acknowledge facts.
Like yourself. Wake up, kid.
All right, be good, brother.
All right, man. You be safe.
You as well.
Thanks. Thanks for.
Ugh. Angela. Or Angel, I'm so sorry. Angel? All right, Angel, if you want to come back up. All right, first up we have Haha. Haha, where are you from?
So I'm from California.
All right, what brings you up, kind sir?
No, I'm not here to debate. I just want to tell you that you're awesome.
Why are you here, bro? Why are you here?
I didn't even.
Get the fuck out. Tex.
Hi there.
How are you, sir?
I'm not here to talk about what you guys are talking about, but overwhelmingly white people unalive children and grape them. So there's that, but I did want to talk about your background. You're aware that it's estimated 8.1 million people protested on No King's Day, correct?
Okay.
So what's
So
funny
wait,
about that is not
hold on.
person.
Hold on. So 77 million people voted for Donald Trump, and you got close to 1/10 of
That
that.
leaves how many that didn't vote for Trump? 2/3 of the nation, right?
Okay, but then I could respond. How many people didn't show up to a no?
2/3 of the nation didn't vote for Trump. But
I got you.
anyways,
What percentage of the nation didn't show up for your dumbass?
Well,
no
what's
King's
interesting
vote?
is 8.1 million people protested. Not one person shit on a desk or pissed on a desk. Not one person beat a cop with a flagpole. Not one person sprayed cops with bear mace. Not one person had zip ties. Not one person broke windows, and not one person walked into a building with a racist flag. But your party did, didn't they? Are you going to deny January 6th? Why don't you put a picture of January 6th up there?
Tex, let me help
Because
your
you
dumbass
don't
out.
like the
Tex,
truth.
let
do
me
you?
help your dumbass out.
You don't
Whenever
like the
I
truth.
start talking,
You don't
your
like the
dumbass
truth.
shuts
And
the
you're
fuck
a
up.
skinny
Okay,
little
there,
balding
Tex,
fucking white boy.
It's that simple. It's that simple, Tex. I'll let you come back up because I love nothing more than dumb Democrats coming up here. I would love just to ask you some questions. You answer directly, and then we could have a conversation. That's how it works here. I will let you answer the questions, but they're going to be short, sweet questions, most likely yes or no. But most Democrats cannot handle that. Okay, so Tex, very simple.
So I'm not a Democrat first and foremost. I voted for Trump in 2016.
Nobody is saying that they're a Democrat these days after what
I
has happened.
voted. You're not saying that you're MAGA, are you? You're going to tell me you're a Republican, right?
Hello? You did not see my flag?
Yeah, you're a MAGA fag. I know that.
Okay, very
You're
good.
absolutely
All
a
right,
MAGA
so
fag.
very simple. So 77 million people voted for Donald Trump.
And how many didn't?
Wait,
and how many didn't?
Tax.
150 million.
Okay, here we go.
Not.
Tax. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop your dumb ass again. Once again, I have no problem training you how to act. I have no problem. I'm a patient man. I will bring you back up, but I'll ask my question first, and then I'll see if you can answer directly. 77 million Americans voted for Donald J. Trump. Allegedly, once again, you want to say 8 million? Won't fact check it. We'll just go with it. 8 million showed up for your No Kings protest. Simple question, which number is higher? All right, that's going to be the first question. You answer directly or I drop your dumbass. And Tex, you're not in the queue. All right, so you did good, Tex. Keep up the good work. You keep going to your No Kings rally, protest, whatever you call it. I got bad news for you, though, Tex. The Republicans will rule this country for decades to come. I firmly believe that J.D. Vance will win 2 terms. And regardless of what happens, we still have the Supreme Court for decades to come to protect this country from dumbasses like you, Tex, and dumbasses in the Democratic Party. All right, so Tex, you did great. Keep up the good work. You really showed them on Saturday during your No Kings protest. I don't know what you guys accomplished, but I guess kudos to you, right? You did good, Tex. All right, I'm so sorry. Dude, where are you from, dude? All right, dude is gone already. Peaceful.
Hey Dave, what's going on?
What's up, bro? Where you from?
Cincinnati.
Okay, is it? Wait, were you just up here?
No, I came up a few nights ago, a week ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And how did go your first appearance up here?
Oh, it was great. We cooked a couple people.
Okay, very good. So you're on my side. I'm just looking for opposition right now. I appreciate you, brother. Who's saying "Oh dear God"? What are you saying "Oh dear God" for? What happened? All right. KY,
How we doing, brother?
how are you, sir? Where are you from?
I am from Kentucky.
All right. And what brings you up?
I was actually on your side, so if you want to drop me to get the opponents up.
I appreciate you, brother. Be good.
Yep.
Intolerant leftist. Why are you in the queue? Intolerant leftist. I can see intolerant leftist definitely went to a No Kings rally. I'm so sorry. Ash, where are you from, Ash?
New Jersey. What's up?
I'm sorry. New Jersey?
Yeah, I'm from New Jersey. What's up?
All right. And what brings you up?
No, I just came in your live, and every time you get cooked, you just drop them. Like,
Tell
why
me
do you?
more. Who
I've
did I
seen a
cook?
lot. I've seen a lot of people cook you, and once you don't know what to say, you just drop them and switch to a whole different topic. Why?
Okay.
Is that what MAGA?
Okay.
Is that what y'all
So,
do?
okay. Can you give me an example of somebody quote unquote cooking me and how they did it? Like, give me facts that they said or anything.
I mean,
Go ahead.
you can screen record it. You got
I
cooked.
post all my replays on YouTube, so go ahead.
You're Christian,
I'm not. I'm not very religious, to be honest.
and you're going to hell. You're atheist.
Okay.
You're burning in hell.
Is this
You're
you?
worse.
Just
Pick a
just to be
struggle.
clear,
Pick a
is this you
struggle.
cooking me?
Pick a struggle.
Pick a struggle.
Yes,
What
pick a
struggles
struggle.
do I have?
You support Trump and you're an atheist. Pick a struggle.
Okay.
How old are you? Like 50?
I just turned 64 last week.
Oh my God, you're too old for this app, bro. There's
Just be
something
clear.
called
Is this you
Facebook.
cooking?
There's something called Facebook, buddy.
Is this you cooking? Can you be
Yes,
clear?
this is me cooking.
Okay, good.
You
Continue.
hate on people. Come on, get a job, bro.
Actually, I'm a cashier at Wendy's.
Cashier at Wendy's? Oh my God.
Is
That's
that where you're supposed to
crazy,
cook
bro.
me?
That's crazy. You might as well make a GoFundMe, bro.
Okay. Is it once again? Is this still the cooking process or
Yeah, I'm
no?
still cooking you, bro.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Continue.
That's crazy. Cashier at Wendy's, bald-headed, supports Trump. And I'm talking shit. He hates black Americans. Why do you hate black Americans? What's the reason you hate black
I just want
Americans?
you to cook, and I don't want to drop you because I don't want you to think every time that somebody's quote unquote cooking me that I drop them. So just cook away, chef. Floor is yours.
What's wrong with black Americans? You can't. What can't you stand about black Americans? Hello. Oh my my God. Rage baiting MAGAs. When does your job start, bro?
This is where you're supposed to cook me. So just continue doing what
When
you,
does your job
I guess,
start?
do best. I have nothing to say. I just want you to cook. That's all.
No, I'm just wondering, when does your job start?
All right, last chance. Are you going to cook or not?
You know what white people do, bro? They shoot up schools.
Oh, fuck yeah. You're cooking now, bro?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Trump supporters shoot up schools. Why can't we
Okay.
talk about that? Why is no one talking about the innocent children that are getting killed in schools? Why is no one talking about that? But when it's a white person, they're mentally ill, right? If it's a black person, you guys are gonna talk. Be like, oh, we hate black people. White people are, oh, this, that. Come on, bro. Common sense. I'm gonna drop myself. And that's all I wanted to say. Use your head. You
That was
MAGA
very
fucking
weak. Very weak.
fuck.
And your awkward, dumb little laugh. You cook, bro. People are just cooking. I'm so sorry. What does that say? Mead. Where are you from, Mead?
I'm from Texas.
All right. What brings you up, kind sir?
Honestly, I just wanted to ask you why don't you debate Dean Withers? He's on live, and it seems like you're a Trump supporter. I mean, I'm not a leftist or a rightist. I'm in the middle. I feel like with your platform, it would be good for you to debate Dean Withers.
Well, I appreciate the feedback. Dean has been in here before. Little Harry has been in here before. It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. I think you have a bad echo. I'm gonna drop you, but I'll answer your question, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I feel that all of them. I appreciate you, bro. I feel that all of them just have, and they know what Trump supporters are gonna say. They have their canned responses. And the last was it one time or two times ago, Dean was here, and once again, I respect his hustle. It is what it is. And I'll just leave it at that because I've talked to Dean multiple times, more than all the other ones, and I disagree with everything that they say. The way that Harry simps for Joe Biden still was crazy to me. But it is what it is. I respect their hustle. We could disagree. And the one thing I will say, I've talked to one of them on a different platform for probably an hour straight. And the one thing I will say about all of them in that group is they are respectful. They do it in the right way. So I do respect that about them, plus the hustle. So they do get bonus points, and they're not dumb. There are a lot of dumb people that join their broadcast, that join this broadcast. But kudos to them. So it is what it is. Alina?
Yes. How
All
you
right.
doing today, man?
I'm great, sir. How are you?
I'm okay, man.
Where are you
You
from?
know, Chicago, Illinois.
How's the National Guard treating you?
Well, I could say that they trying to correct a couple of things that it's a lot of corruption that been going on in the city, so I can't blame them for trying to straighten it out because it's getting overbearing, you know.
So
So
do you agree that it's a good thing that the National Guard is there?
you know what? In some cases, yes, because it's a lot of professional criminals that been doing a lot of things. So I think they kind of spooking them because the regular old gangbanger can't really do nothing with somebody that got money, you know. So
Why do you
they
think it
trying to
is?
correct.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Huh?
Finish your thought. Finish your
No,
thought. Go
what you
ahead.
was gonna say? No,
My
go
my
ahead.
question was going to be, why is it that the mayor of Chicago and the governor of Illinois is fighting Trump on bringing the National Guard in? I don't understand that.
Well, I kind of feel that Pisker, you know what I'm saying? He was something else, man. You know, every governor Illinois had, they kind of went to prison because you know they was doing shit that they ain't supposed to been doing because when it leads down to it, it's about robbing the people. So whoever better with you know what I'm saying, stealing money or running cons, you know, that's what they're gonna go with. They're gonna go with the person who's the best on knowing how to talk good and know how to get everybody rich that shouldn't even get no money because they lazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm with you. I appreciate what you're saying. It's very rare that somebody from Chicago comes up here and is actually, I don't know, kind of based in reality, right? Chicago is
yeah,
not the most safe place in the world, and I think Donald Trump is just trying to fix some of these cities with the hope that other mayors start putting more police officers on the street to save American lives. To me, it's not rocket science.
yeah, yeah, I can understand that too. You know because um, I mean I mean when you older and you got a mother that's even older, but you know she got to go to the grocery store, you kind of wonder if she going to be robbed one day. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't really have to worry about my mama most of the time when she have to go out and go get something just to snack on or whatever, that somebody would do something to her. But it goes down from just the little guy all the way to the big wig. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people that will put themselves in position that will steal you off a light bill, will throw some extra taxes on your what they doing now, where you can't even get Uber Eats without them getting an extra dollar for you ordering some food for yourself. So, you know, that I mean, it's some slick people out here. You know what I'm saying? But everybody just have to just read more, try to get themselves more intelligent on what's going on around them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a lot of things that been said on here that I don't kind of like understand is that the concept of like earlier when I've been on here for a while just listening. This is my first time being on here. Um, the question is like with what's going on in like Israel and Palestine. I believe that's where it's at. Like I understand that
Nobody's
most of the
talking about
people.
Israel and Palestine, but
I
I don't
know,
know.
but I'm bringing that up to say that that's the same thing that kind of happened in America and
What?
in the land that
Wait, hold
you
on. You
know
you broke up. You broke up. You broke up. Israel and Palestine is compared to America. How?
because they was America was a model on how you take over somebody else's land. You get what I'm saying? Push them out the way where they don't have no rights. You know,
Listen,
you can
listen.
kill.
For
You,
let me just say this. Let me say this. For months and months and months, I talked about the Middle East. I've kind of retired from that, and I want to explain why. Is it's very simple to me. Hamas are the bad guys. On October 7th, 2023, they came across and murdered innocent Jews and then held some hostage. Israel
so
responded by fucking them up every fucking day until they gave back the hostages. Now, there are still some
I,
bodies over there that need to be recovered, and we'll see what happens in the future. But for anybody to sit here and act as if Israel are the bad guys is crazy to me. It's like saying Bin
but
Laden, they were the good guys on 9/11. It never
but
will make sense to me.
okay, but have you
It's not
ever
okay.
asked yourself? Have you ever asked yourself the question is, you called them Jews, but why you don't call them Polish people? Because that's where they came
Oh,
from.
okay. Oh, fuck yeah. Are you one of these people that say they're the original Jew?
Um, for one thing is, uh, they was taught systematically how to be a Jew. They not the real Jews
You
that
guys
came
love
from
that
white.
word systematically.
No, but the thing is, when you study history, don't you know the Jews was exiled
Listen,
out
listen,
of
listen,
out
listen,
of
listen,
port
listen,
out of
listen.
the Portuguese?
Stop. Listen, it is crazy to me that I have a grown man that is based in fact and reality when it comes to his hometown of Chicago.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the Middle East, once again, it is very simple to me. I'm not going down this road of debating the Middle East. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Very simple. Hamas committed a terrorist attack equivalent to our 9/11, and they're getting fucked up. That's all. That's all I want to say. I really don't give a fuck about anything else. All right?
Okay. But what I'm just trying to say is America does the same thing as the Mossads. You know what I'm saying? They terrorize the people. Like most of my people in Chicago, they was terrorized by people that came in from the Germans that they brought in from World War One, World War Two. They don't
Man,
talk
just
about
one
that.
final one question. Once again, are you a foundational Black American?
No.
Oh, okay, great. Okay. Final word to you. Then I'm moving on to somebody else. Once again, I just don't want to do this. So go ahead. Final word to you, sir.
Okay. The final word is that what you was talking about earlier with that man with when you talked about Yakub, it was just from him controlling the judge, the doctor. He had a system put in place where he was matching up and killing off the gene of the brown germ to a lighter germ because it was two germs in the black person where it's a little lighter black person, it's a dark black person, and he kept matching the lighter to lighter to lighter to the lighter to the lighter, and he used to put needles in the darker babies and feed them to the dogs. So that's how you got some people that's get more lighter and some that's darker. They just kept marrying them into each other till they got they men. You know what I'm saying? And that came out to be a white person or a
So
Caucasian person. Or but it is another study that the Caucasian came about with albinos, that they was marrying albinos together, and most white people are black people, but they don't know that they're black.
so
But
I'm really
that's a
black.
whole nother room. That you know, certain generations of black people have albino generation where they just totally just Caucasian looking, but they're black people in the family, but they lost their melanin. So they wanted their own land at one time. So they married them into each other, so they had their own land. So there was albinos marrying them with other albino people, and they was having babies. So they are considered black people, but they was being mixed in with a spirit, because you got to understand, people was having gene splicing too with albinos. They was being hunted and stuff like that. But that goes into history with the Scottish and all of that, with the I mean, not Italians, but you know, the Irish. But that's why they considered as Negroes from the Britons, because the Britons know that they came from the albino bloodlines of black people, but they was just married into each other. Some our people would not understand that unless they end up getting their degrees up to go in them smoke filled rooms to end up understanding and just taking things for what it is of knowledge, and don't take no sides and just take it for what it is. So I'm just telling you now that it's a lot of things that you would not know or privy to unless you was in them type of rooms, or they can trust you with certain truths. to be able to say, because I know this probably sound like brand new to you, but most people who is brought up on this or been around their pops or uncles that was already privy to this knowledge, and they only give it to so many people. But right now it's open game. All truth's supposed to be told, and that's why you hearing what you hearing now. You know.
So you're
So I don't.
saying, okay, so just to recap, you're saying just a couple points that stuck with me. You're saying that there are people's pops and uncles who know how the first white person was made by Yakub, and a select few are privy to this information, correct?
Yes.
And who told you?
Who told me?
Yes.
Well,
Who had the top
well,
secret information and told you?
well, it was a time of what you call between 1900 and 1920 that it was
No, I'm
called
so sorry.
the Great
Who told
Sellout.
you? Just very directly. Who told you?
I'm finna give you the knowledge on it. You can
Okay.
get all that knowledge on Yakub by it's a book that's out that's called The Supreme Wisdom that Caucasian people don't supposed to put their hands on it. They supposed to be able to be at least 33 to 34 degrees to be able to have their eyes on this book that's called The Supreme Wisdom. And it teaches them exactly where they come from. They
Wait,
got
hold on
the
one second. It's called the Supreme Wisdom, and whenever you
yes.
touch or look at the book, it has to be between 33 and 34 degrees.
Yes, a Caucasian person have to be stand up right. You got to be stand up. You can't be in a crawling position anymore to have your eyes on that book. You have to really graduate to a Shriner to be able to get your hands on it.
But why does it have to be 33 to 34 degrees?
Because you coming into the knowledge of yourself and how you was created.
Interesting. Okay, so
That's why every president has to be 34 degrees. He have to be trying to walk his life. I don't know if you never heard about the Roger effect, you know, about the GOAT Roger, but that's just one of the things that they talk about, you know what I'm saying, where you had to walk the sands and all of that, you know, you had to, you know, but I'm sure sometime in your life you know what I'm talking about, because that shouldn't be, yeah.
Can I ask you, if somebody said to you, what were the ingredients used to make the first white person, what is the answer, just like in layman's terms?
The ingredients, killing the strong gene and making the weak gene dominant over the strong gene.
Okay, so how walk me through that. How did that work? And how does that equal white person?
So, what I'm trying to tell you is that it's two type of ways how you can take the Yakub story. You can go for the most modern way of when you get
Just tell
past
me
all
what
the
you
smoke.
believe. Hold on. What do you believe were the ingredients used by Yakub to make the first white person?
Well, it was that he had an island that was called Patmos that's about 20 miles away from Mecca, and he
Wait, what was
put
it
these
called?
people Patmos.
Patmos. Okay.
Yes, it's a
I learned
little island.
so much on this app. This app should not be free. I mean that. But go ahead, continue.
Okay, the
Patmos.
island.
Okay, Patmos
Yes,
Island.
Patmos. Yes, it's 20 miles away from Mecca. It's an island called Patmos. Patmos.
Okay. So what ingredients were used to create the first white folk?
So he wanted to make his own man. He saw in his own family or in his people that he was around when he was young, like around 6 years old.
Just if you can just answer me directly, what ingredients were used to make the first white person?
he was putting the lighter, darker person marrying or having sex with the lighter, darkest female. He
So
kept that as a
Yakub, wait,
law.
Yakub
He
ran a
put
brothel?
Yeah, he ran a law, like a town of people that listened to what he say. He made laws that nobody couldn't, like if you or you broke the rules, you'll die. You'll get killed for breaking one of his laws. So he had laws on his land where it was his people that followed him, and he used a lot of women that was going along with what he wanted to be done because he wanted to make his own man. Like, say you got a chessboard and you want to make your own pieces. You don't want black and black pieces on the chessboard. He wanted his own people that he can recognize and say, yo, that's mine's right there. He wanted to make
So
his
would
own
you
pieces.
compare Yakub and Patmos Island? Do you think it was closer to a Diddy party or closer to Epstein Island?
Well, with that is that he was trying to prove that he can make another person out of himself. So he proved that because you can see that with Michael Jackson. You can kill your meddling, but he did it on a higher scale to make more black people that turn out like Michael Jackson. He just did it on a whole nother level though. That's what they say. Now, they got history that backs it in the congressional library in Washington, D.C., but you have to fill out certain paperwork just to get that book of the real detail with Yakub. But you can get your hands on it, though, but it just takes a minute for it to be mailed to your house. But it's
Brother,
called the history.
listen to me. Number one, I appreciate you teaching me so much. But I have to end this live because I have a conference call starting in 7 minutes and I want to get something to
Okay.
eat. But I appreciate you, brother.
All right, bro.
Follow me and make sure you come back. All right, bro?
All right.
All right, be good. There are certain people that leave me speechless. And that 1000% has left me speechless. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know. Where the fuck do these I swear to you, if I was a consistent listener or watcher of this live, if I were in your shoes, I would honestly believe that I put an ad on Craigslist and like screen these people before they even step foot in here. Like, I don't even know how they find my live. This guy, I don't know. Listen, I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Click the link in my bio. Follow me on YouTube. I appreciate you all. Love you all. I'll talk to you guys later. That man left me speechless.